Click buttons. Alright. Alright, we're back live. In any case, what I was saying was I need our test cases. Hello, RD. Hello, RDR. So what happened was my power went out just after I had said I'd finished what I'd finished, and I just got back up. Yeah. I just did a build install, so I'm going to. I can push now, assuming stays on. Make things that work. Love commit messages. In any case, what I really need are test cases and more test cases. I need lots of test cases. It is true. Okay. Test suite. See if I can. I'm gonna write some unit tests. Template. Hey, give me a second. Oh. I need it from. Hey, give me a second. I just have to create files that are like. Okay, I have to create W65 copy. Rename you to W65. Okay. So I have to install Deja GNU. What is the CMake issue? Yeah, we need only a full linker script. Let's take a look at CR16 since that's what I've been using anyways.
Okay.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. Looking at the
Okay,
test
so
cases.
I need to fix do an IRC make so that it's not using dash capital C.
Yeah, that was an old
Heck, what is the equivalent in normal
dash
LD?
D.
Okay.
Although we can't pass the link
No, we
script
really,
together.
really can't. I'm just gonna delete it for now.
I'll work in LC Binutils, maybe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna completely eliminate the line for the
Yeah, we need
no memory region specified reloadable section text in it.
yeah, we need an actual we need an actual linker script for it.
I thought you made an actual link script.
There is one on the SNESDev repo.
No, I
I haven't
thought that you
added
had
I haven't
one.
added it to DoNire yet.
No, I mean, I thought that you had one, like, the,
Is there a folder called LD?
sorry, LD.
That's what I always call the folder containing linker scripts. LD.
No, I mean, I thought that there was one in normal Binutils, the default link script. It won't
Oh, there
generate a ROM
is,
file,
but
but...
it will not work for SNES.
So you're saying that you have...
It will work for 65816. It will not work for the SNES
Why?
because it's a general W65 link script.
Which is kind of completely useless?
Yeah, pretty much. So, but for the most part, for this sort of thing, you would not be using the default link script. You would always be using a
Fair,
custom one.
fair.
It exists
Okay.
because the default link script exists because the default link script is required.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at this
I am going to open this NesDev repo. and I combined snezdev and repo to get snezdepot.
Nice.
Uh,
How do you do this? What to? Okay, so it's add test. This is an
so I'm going to be basing my link script off of snezdev, but I'm not going to be directly copying it because it's kind of something.
Yeah, it's fun. It is designed. If you just there's three. It's designed to work with
There's 4.
SNESDev, but there's like you don't need to take the variables linker script.
I'm just going to copy and paste sections of individual ones.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna steal heal. No. I'm just gonna straight up steal heal cr16.ex because this seems to be exactly what I want it to be.
What is this?
I'm writing test cases for the assembly.
CR16, what's that?
It's an architecture.
Ah,
It's actually the architecture I based like 2/3 of what that I've worked with on
I
it.
thought that you based it on AVR.
I Binutils was no BFD was AVR. The rest of it was actually GAS might have been AVR. Something was AVR. I've just been using CR16.
Literally, I can do like almost I can keep like almost none of this. The only thing I can keep from the link script is vectors, it looks like.
Yeah, you'll definitely want the vectors list.
Yeah,
Did I add a
everything else
memory?
is ancillary.
Did I,
Ancillary.
did I add a memory? Can't remember.
You never did.
Okay,
So this is gonna be
yeah, that needs to be. I'll need to be added. That would need to be added anyways. I wrote it a while ago.
yeah, so git link.
In this case, I'm fine with LD being dumb, as long as we can tell it how to be smart.
Fair. Can't find rom.ld. Well, why can't you find rom.ld? It's right there, isn't it? File format not... What? Treating as linker script? That's what you're supposed to do. Why are you giving me an error? What? Um...
Nice.
Um...
Having fun.
I never wanted to use Binutils.
Well, to be fair, it'll work nicer with CMake.
I'm making the CMake.
It'll be not hacky to link using CMake. And also WLA sucks. call you XCET. So let's go through the instruction table. Well, I have the first instruction is first set of instructions. I have honestly no clue how. Add C. Add C test. You need C.long. Am I even stack S. I suppose I can just assemble it. And then obj dump. Uh-oh. Well, that's a problem.
Sorry, I had to deal with some IRL things. How are things going over there?
Infinite loop.
Head up. What's going on?
So I just constructed a. So I just constructed a. I'm gonna try that again in case I was the. Nope. So I've constructed a test case of ADC, add carry, infinite loop.
Oh no. You seem to have done something horribly wrong.
Yeah, I'm about to jump to my GDB, my debug build.
Yeah. Oh, it's dash capital T, not dash lowercase t. Ah!
Yeah, that would do it.
But still, it says there's a syntax error, which I am not entirely sure why, but there is one.
R slash GS test.
So there's a syntax error somewhere on the second line of that, and this is I'm entirely blaming you for this one because this is your link script that you never tested. You never got a chance to test.
Yeah. I was gonna say. To be fair, I have literally never had anything capable of being used to test said
Yeah,
linker script.
yeah,
So
but yeah,
until today.
yeah. Do you know? Do you know what could possibly be wrong with that?
Uh, section names. Oh, I bet I'm missing colons after section names.
Like,
Yeah.
huh?
That is okay. That's completely wrong.
Okay, so yeah, they're definitely missing a colon.
Address goes after section name, I believe. Then colon, then then trailing stuff, and then the brace for the output section.
I'm just gonna push this and let you fix it.
me a second to figure out this.
Yeah, I am pushing now, and I am going to try and navigate to
T-tail.
Twitch again.
Tail is DX.
IPv6 has been committed.
What are you, what are you talking about? I never heard me. Hey, I never made that so horribly broken. Talking to talking to my assembler.
Don't you just love how horrible things are broken sometimes? Don't you just love it?
What are you talking about? I didn't forget to do tail plus plus. Who who would forget had to do tail plus plus? Clearly not me.
So that was your entire error?
That was the entire infinite loop. Invalid index plus X. Great start.
You know how many times I've done that? Like, recently?
That's a tail plus
Like, as
plus.
in working on LC Make recently? Way too many times.
Invalid index. Empty. Invalid index. Empty string.
You seem to have done something wrong.
Also, interleaved with cannot assemble instruction, no such opcode or invalid parameter.
Oh no.
At least I don't have unknown size suffix. Let's not hit that.
So, you see, this is why I was in charge of LC Make, because otherwise this would be happening. To be fair, I think both of us have been working on parsers for a while. It's just that C is incredibly annoying to write a parser in. C, the Canon compiler.
Canon's written C++. What are you talking about?
Do you think that helps? Invalid index, comma, Y.
What's line 13? Oh, it's that one. I know why that is. Or it's another plus X plus plus. Probably. Scroll up to square bracket.
What on earth is line 2 supposed to be doing?
Line 2. And add test. Oh, that's stack indexing.
What?
I'm in that's stack addressing.
What?
That is stack addressing.
What is that?
S refers to it's indexed by the stack pointer.
No, I mean line 2.
Oh, line 2.
Not line 3.
Oh. That is
What the
direct.
heck is line
That
2?
is direct Indexed X indirect.
Gotcha.
So indexed by so direct page plus has 0 plus X hex indirect.
That sounds like something that the 6502 and, well, particularly that the 65816 would have. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure the 6502 has it as well.
No, it
Well, with
doesn't.
Z
Well,
with zero
it
page.
does, but there is no direct
Yeah,
page
zero
register.
page. Zero page.
Yeah.
And that would probably be a Z there instead of a D. D for zero page.
You know that there's official syntax for all of this, right?
There is. The reason I didn't choose to use it is because it depends on because I'd actually have to look at the number of characters.
Okay, that's fair. Anything to make the assembler easier to write, eh?
Yeah. At some point, I do. At some point, I do want to. These are absolutes. Could probably add explicit size suffixes on that. I just need to add ABS. S is a size selector. Invalid index. Line 13. Why am I? Oh yeah.
Yes.
This one is
Why?
incorrect.
All I have to say is, why is that a problem, Badoom Ching?
Because as I'm because I hacked together this assembler.
I said Badoom Ching. Okay.
There's no direct. So actually, this should be good unless I have something else on.
Undefined symbol emulation NMI. What? Oh. Oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's on me. Source that's in it.
Also.
No? Wait, what? I have that defined. Oh. That's on you.
Wait, what?
I have two labels at the same place, and it doesn't recognize one of them.
Um, I
It
do
completely
literally
forgets
nothing
that
with
emulation
labels.
and NMI exists.
Labels are completely outside of my domain. GS
Multiple
should
labels
permit
at
multiple
the
labels of the
same
same.
place. Gas.
GS should allow multiple labels at the same location. I can't tell you why it doesn't. That's not within anything that I can control. Thank you for the follow, Jenna. 1337.
Boy.
Valid index.
What?
Uh.
Oh, hello, Jenna. Hello, Jenna. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to. I have literally no idea what I'm doing. But I'm doing it anyways. In any case, let me take a look at.
Well, that's slightly problematic. NM says that SNESinit.s.o has no symbols.
We're gonna read that. Alright.
What? Wait, why? Do I need to, like, export symbols or something? What?
Oh, that may be it.
And also, especially because,
.global probably.
like, ObjJump knows perfectly well emulation IRQ exists, nav NMI exists, nav IRQ exists, reset exists, reset L1 exists, and emulation abort exists. It knows perfectly well all of those things. Source. Oh my gosh. Searching anything related to the GNU assembler is incredibly annoying.
You'll need
I have to actually
you'll
type
need
GNU
global.
AS. Yeah,
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 I
I'd
know.
assume
I
so.
found that. Yeah. Again, that's not in within the things I have control over. Yeah,
Unfortunately, I don't entirely know what the syntax of .global is, so I don't know
dot
if I can
global
put
then
multiple
symbol
on the same
names.
line. I can. Maybe? No.
I believe so.
I do.
Uh,
I'm gonna try to, and if it doesn't work, I'll sue. No, I won't. Junket end of line. So yeah,
okay.
I do have to
And
use multiple .globals. That's going to be tedious.
that is gonna be very annoying.
Thankfully, I don't have too many things I have to do that for. Global.reset, global, what are the other things I have? Cop break abort, cop board. Um,
Wait, I forgot the obj dump.
inject. Warning, allocated section text in it not in segment. Thonk. It's a warning.
Yeah, we need program headers.
Let me list do an IRSMC quick. Let me file do an IRSMC. And it says it's elf.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. File actually knows that it's WDC 65C816.
Your file does? Nice.
Yeah. It must be
Uh,
newer.
yeah, mine doesn't, but it is to be expected because it is an actual constant defined by high generic ABI. Hi, aka sys5.
Well, nice. Anyways, we need to get this to link into an actual ROM instead of an ELF file.
Yeah, so that's gonna take a couple extra steps. So
I'd assume
we don't
so.
want to link into. What we should do is we should create an intermediate file. We'll just rename it to .elf, and then we
Yeah,
should
let
be
me
able
do
to
that.
obj copy. That should be a
Uh,
thing that works.
uh...
So we could obj copy to binary.
yeah, let me quickly rename to doing our elf.
Yeah.
Make
This will
ninja.
be a step we'll have in LC. We'd have in LC Binutils anyways.
And just RMRF star and make. Remove unnecessary file.
It should work. It should just lay out all of these segments contiguously. He minus the program headers, hence headers and the file header. Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at this. They're all L segments.
Complete SNES. So I'm a bit confused though about the allocated section non-segment
Yeah,
warning.
we need. Hold on, I'm I'll open that up. So we need a p headers section.
So to all of like, let me go ahead and push this quick. There we go. So to all of the one other person watching in chat right now, how are you doing? How are you enjoying the stream so far? Is there anything we can do? Love the commit message. More things work.
This is still broken, but slightly less.
Yeah, we've still taken a gigantically backwards in order to start moving forwards again. But snaz, not dot dot. So snaz, do another else. Oh my gosh, it's big. Oh, what? What's EA?
The ELF file?
Yeah, what's EA?
EA is NOOP. NOP.
Why are you spamming with NOP?
In segments.
In these empty sections, why are you spamming with not like break?
It should be BRK. The reason
Yeah, you should probably fix that.
probably be BRK. The reason I had it set to no-op because it would just fall through, but yeah, that would just fall right into the programmer. And yes, of course, horse is big. It has to fill up at least the entire first bank.
Yeah, and ooh, this is an odd file size. What is going on with the header?
Okay, so I'm gonna open that up. Hello. Jenna has posted Resident Sleeper.
Of course.
I mean, why would you not post
I
Resident
mean,
Sleeper?
so let me get this straight. The file. Oh, there's debug info at the end. Oh.
Yeah, debug info, right.
Okay, so that's why it has such a ridiculous size.
Yeah, we'd use what's the option? W65 SNSLF obj copy strip debug. I think. It'd be strip unneeded. Strip unneeded. Strip debug. Actually, strip all. That's what we want. All right. So, okay. So we need a p header. It should be zeros.
It looks like the header is exactly 1000 bytes long.
Elf header plus program header.
Yeah, because like the first, like 40 I believe is RTI, and that starts at exactly 100.
Headers. We need
Which means that it would end like, yeah, it ends exactly there. So yeah. It's almost certainly gonna change. Like, this is very small for a SNES ROM at the moment. Like, this is half of a bank. Specifically, it's the high half of a bank.
Yeah.
Specifically, it's the higher half of bank 0
Okay. Text in its
because it
desk.
has the what?
That that's the section name for the rest of the header. .text .init .desk. DESC.
Yeah, that is for the SNES header. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
This can sort of be played around with. One thing to note is that .text is the .text .init.
You should pull. You should pull.
Oh yeah. I'll do my stash. Git stash. Pulled and then git stash pop. Multi.rom2 syntax error. What?
I need to refresh the stream. Syntax error. You haven't pulled.
I
Wait, what?
did.
Wait, what?
I added a p
Wait,
header
huh?
section
Oh my gosh.
because we need it to define the. We need it to define the name type. Okay.
Why do we need p headers?
Because that defines the define it defines the action. We need to define segments. So this actually needs to be fixed. Okay, 0. That was
Okay.
the error.
Okay.
There's no section.
Well, it wasn't an error, it was a warning,
Or it's a
but yeah.
warning. It's not placing a segment into any loadable memory address.
Yeah. Okay. I cannot wait for the Elf SNES ROM revolution.
Indeed.
Also, just out of curiosity, what is the plan for representing SA1 Super Effects, other expansion chips in this Elf setup?
So I haven't thought of that yet. That is something that
Uh, I'm guessing,
my
like,
plan is
just
to
have
cross that
an
bridge when I come to it.
yeah, my idea is like just have another section
Yeah.
that's like SNES expansions and then have a list there, kind of like some of the GNU sections, just have informative data, except that
Yeah.
this is kind of important data. But
Yeah, I was even gonna have some note sections for SNESDev proper to indicate devices that you want to put into the page table.
okay.
Well, so yeah, I guess that could be used. Obviously, also magic symbols for accessing those addresses. Output section. Okay. P header has to come before or fill expr. As you can tell, I write these linker scripts all the time.
Aha.
There you
Last
go.
time was like fam.
Yeah.
That one you were probably actually reading documentation as you were going.
Not be. Yeah, I need a none. Uh, null pt null. Um, shouldn't be any data. BSS can go to. Okay. We need uninit as well.
Well, isn't uninit going to be like everything until we initialize it?
Dot
We
uninit
don't
is.
exactly have preloaded memory
Well,
except
so
for
I have
SRAM.
special I have an actual special section for it. Het. Dot
Why?
dot uninit just for can. It's mostly for SNESDev where you can have actual initialized and zero initialized pages. His I use the dot uninit section marker to indicate that a section is loaded into purely uninitialized memory. So that's basically all of the work RAM stuff.
But do we need it?
Uh, we should use it rather than using .bss or .data for it. Okay, Jenna.
There. Do we have a use for BSS or data then?
Do you want to store?
I should say
For
we have a
starters,
use for BSS, we do not have a use for data.
uninit stack.
The stack is going to be uninitialized.
Yes, dot uninit dot stack. That's why I always have two. One covers the work RAM, the mirror in bank 00, and then the other is bank 77F.
Good night, Jenna.
That's basically contiguous. And you get to be.
Thanks for sticking with us tonight while we lose our minds.
Low RAM. I'm just gonna call you low RAM. Actually, no, sorry. This gets. We'll also need a memory command. Also, what we need is an entry command as well. Just to satisfy that. So I'm gonna. Do we want to use any of the low RAM, or can we just designate it all as stack space?
What?
For the RAM in bank 0, can we just should we just designate it all as stack space, or do we want to use any of it?
I think we should probably use some of it.
Okay. Which half?
Almost all of it. I doubt we're going to be using very much stack.
I typically allocate a page for stack on SNESDev.
But that's SNESDev.
Yeah.
Let's just keep in mind doing our quick. So we have the NMI can happen at any time, and it might go like 10 routines deep. Let's say, just to be generous, let's call that 30 bytes.
Okay.
And then the actual extractions may also unrealistically go 10 routines deep, so that's another 30 bytes. So I think that 256 bytes is more than enough. You could
Okay.
even really give 128 bytes, but
High or
maybe
low?
256 to be safe.
Do you want the top half of you want the top half of portion of that memory, or do you want the bottom portion of that memory?
Um, like if we wanted to be consistent with NES, then we could probably have 256 bytes zero page and then 256 byte stack.
Okay.
So I guess that is a full page. Pages are confusing. Pages
Well,
are confusing coming from x86.
well, tech. I'm pretty sure the actual stuff I've read, pages on SNES are 4K,
No, pages on the
but they
Super
can also be
Nintendo,
called 256 bytes. You can also call 256
pa-
bytes page, so then it gets broken down into.
256 bytes is fairly consistently on 65X is a page. A bank is a bank
However,
is that squared.
a page is the minimum mappable is the smallest individually mappable unit, which is entirely meaningless. But on all mappers, every single mapper, that unit is his 4K. Hey, so mem using the mappable using that definition of page, a page is 4 kilobytes or four
I'm just
kilobytes.
gonna stick with 256 bytes because
So on the actual
that's the common
processor,
definition.
it's 256 bytes, but to the actual is I'm pretty sure the common definition of page in general is the
But
smallest.
the common definition of page on a SNES is 256 bytes. That
Like
don't question it.
even the SNES stuff I was looking at
I
on
said don't question it.
resources, the thing I posted, the mapper, it says a page is 4K.
But with regard to programming, it's going to be 256 bytes.
And when I say one page, I mean one mapper page, not one software page.
Yeah. But in any case,
Yeah. So lower.
stack 256 bytes.
All right. So stack head is 0x100, and then stack tail is 0x200, and I'm gonna do, and we can just, I'm gonna do, I'm actually just gonna call you dot on init, and then we can have more creative uses for the actual full on init. Your NOLA. How do I do?
We're probably going to have linker scripts, including other linker scripts, by the end of
Yeah.
this project.
It needs to be no
But
low.
anyways, I'm glad that Binutils actually works. Like it,
Works.
you know, there are instructions missing, and there are probably bugs that we
Yeah.
haven't encountered yet. But really, how long was this thrown together? This was thrown together in a little over a week.
Yeah.
That's
know.
impressive. We are just making progress. Imagine LC ever making progress on
Also,
anything, and
even
we
better yet,
did.
the last time I tried to touch Binutils, I stared at it hit for 8 weeks.
But the
And
first time you actually managed to do anything, you managed to do all of it. So,
yeah. Well,
except
I
for
touched.
GDB, but
Well, I touched a ton. I touched a tiny bit in BFD,
fair.
and then
You you
I stared at it
you
for
got
6 weeks.
us an ID.
Yeah. Well,
And
not
now
even
it
that.
shows up in
Like
my file
that wasn't
command.
even for bin format or BFD. That was for LLVM, which that went well, but
Yeah, eventually we should probably go back to LLVM, but right now Binutils is like
honestly,
working.
LLVM, I don't think. Well, I don't think I don't think I want to resume LVM with W65 just because of how stupid hid the um X and M flags are. But
Well, that's fair.
I didn't say I didn't want to put a C. I'm not gonna say I don't want to still want to put a C compiler onto the SNES.
Yeah,
Or
that's
not put a
probably
compiler.
LCCC at this
Yes,
rate.
probably LCCC because I will make it so that it's not horribly unreasonable to deal with W65.
Yeah.
I'm also going to send dot. I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna put .bss in here just.
But do we have anything? Well,
And I'm going
is
to.
BSS read only?
BSS is not read only.
So, oh right, RO data is read only.
Yeah.
So we literally have nothing that is BSS.
I'm just gonna create a slash discard section
Well, actually,
for dot data.
we clear some memory at the beginning of the program. And honestly, we're probably going to wind up clearing almost all of RAM in the time that it takes. Like, my plan. My plan for the beginning of Duonar is to just, like, as soon as possible, load the logo, display the logo,
Put
and then while the logo is being displayed, start doing SPC uploads, start doing RAM clearing. But
yeah.
that'll already be a significant buff over most SNES games that wait
Yeah.
until the SPC driver is loaded.
Indeed. And also, we'll also have a nice. Let me put symbols in here. Uninit start equals 0. Uninit end equals dot.
Why is BSS in uninit?
Just because. Well, it's just if it becomes uh, ums hums a thing that needs to be dealt with, if we can we can make sure we can make this work with the thing. Like we can move it out of dot on it. For now, it's just in there, and if we want to, we can initialize it
Yeah,
manually.
yeah, yeah.
And I need to throw you into nothing into headers. All right, that's under sections.
Uh,
Actually, I'm gonna do uninit sections. Input section.
So I think that's all CPU
I'll
register.
call it PT load as well,
That's
even though
it's registers.
actually you don't even need to be no load because there we go. All right, so now
I'm
all of
trying
this
to
stuff should
remember the
be
SNES memory map. It's difficult. Like I'm looking at this
EA
diagram and it's kind of
closed
helpful.
without warning. CD bill obs dump dash xdf snes debug do now.elf. Cannot disassemble. That's annoying. Architecture unknown. That's I know why that is. It's because I'm trying to invoke oak normal obj dump.
You're invoking host objdump?
Yeah, it's LOVM obj dump.
Oh my, that's like all sorts of bad.
Now it shouldn't be saying unknown because there's EMW65, not 65 8 EM65 816.
But but unable to actually do anything about it because it's probably not programmed into LLVM because nobody's taking the time.
All right. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to run W65 SNES elf obj copy dash O binary. Let's just make sure.
Um,
Yeah, looks correct.
so I am currently reading the memory mapping section of wiki superfamicom.org. It's actually very enlightening. And to anybody watching in the future, there's
Um,
there's
strip
a
all.
good amount of evidence that this uh there's a lot of the address space that is not being properly utilized by the existing mappers.
Let me just do this.
The the cartridge is given every single address pin
Bin binary. Yep,
and just doesn't use them.
indeed.
And it's also possible like the low half of memory, like banks 0 to 7F, are always going to access ROM at slow speed, and the high banks are always going to access ROM at fast speed, which isn't much faster, but it's significant. And so it could be that once people were using fast ROM, it no longer made sense to have twice the memory if you're going to have to juggle memory speed.
Just go from binary to ELF32W65. And then produce 5. Strip all. And SNAS debug. debug data ls snes debug duo 32K, so half a bank.
And
Can I use objump to disassemble binary? Objump dash d snes debug duo nir.sbc. File format not recognized. Okay, I can't. I can
um,
disassemble it though.
yeah, you can also XXD, which is probably more useful.
Do I have XXD?
You should. If you're a true Vim user, you have XXD. Wait, why is it not full size?
It's a small terminal in thing.
No, I mean like why is the file not a full 32K? Missing 6 bytes. Oh. 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 Oh, it's 6 bytes of Fs. You're dropping 6 bytes of Fs at the end of the file.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. Heck, no, I'm not sure. I should have a reference here. No. No, 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 that's not it at all. What is going on at the end of your file? Wait, what? Okay, you've like something. Oh, oh,
Oh.
huh? Eh? Uh, why are why am I seeing FF7F, which is address 7FFF? What? What?
Uh, good question. There's some Fs, regular
But
FFFs.
beyond that, dropped 6 bytes of 0 according to what I have. Yeah, it's 6 bytes of zeros that got dropped. That's not fun.
It's got reset and emulation IRQ in there.
So what should the end ones be? The end ones should be emulation. It should be emulation NMI, reset, and emulation IRQ. Reset is very important to have.
Why is it dropping?
Wait, uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Or is my
Uh-oh. That's that's correct, yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Heck.
6.
Is it just being assembled wrong?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, no, because this is.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what part of it is. What address do the vectors? What address do the native vectors start at? 7FE4?
Let me find the header quick. Remapping, that's where I am. No. SNES header.
I'd look, but I'd have to search on my iPad, which is kind of
Yeah.
annoying.
Um,
Because I only have half a screen for Chrome.
header. Where's SNES header? Interrupt vectors. Cop is at FE4
Yeah.
and
Okay.
FE5.
That's it. That's part
Okay.
of
Yep.
it. Give me a second.
And then the reason that there are zeros after that is because it's zero padded, not because it's correct.
Yeah. So you're doing
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I didn't notice that earlier because the reset vector is XO3. So it's 8003. And that's being currently placed in the position of the emulation cop vector.
Speaking of which, I need obj copy. Give me a second. Grab obj copy. That's the wrong one. That should probably just be SNES Elf Cross. To follow the naming convention, especially since with some slight modifications it will work. Work for other ones as well. Find program. Make obj.
Feel free to fix it.
Inv obj copy. And also I need to find do this. I'm also gonna grab cmake strep and strep. And strep. Okay. I need to do I need to run custom command. No, I want add custom target. Okay.
I am probably going to head out for the night, but good luck getting the rest of this set up. And it should be a .smc, not .spc. .spc would imply we're making music.
Oh yeah, true. Okay. Yeah.
But anyways, good night. I will see you tomorrow.
Yep. Command is cmake obj copy. Dash I is alpha32 W65. You can genericize this later. Binary dash dash strip. Yep all. CMake current. Actually, I need is version 20. This. I'm just gonna add custom target. Add custom target. Target directory. Target properties. Properties on targets. Looking for directory. The thing we need to add is CMake error. How did I do this in Phantom? Okay. Let me find generator expressions. Alright, well, I just. Yeah. Oh, there's not a keyword. Oh, I need to. Link depends. Nope. Syntax error. On line 7. Y. semicolon. Line 50 is, I need that. Still syntax error. I have to put this around it as well. Two bytes off. Oh, I know why those are. Okay. Three, four, five. Okay, she should be plus 6. That can be fixed later if it's wrong. These all need to be absolute. Alright, so it's NMI and IRQ, and then abort break and co-op are all. because these are not underscore symbols. All right. It's probably